Right, today we're going to be doing drawing number 35 of your textbook. Okay, it is a cylinder. Okay, the diameter of the cylinder is going to be 52, and the length of the cylinder is going to be 80. We know that when we draw a circle that we need to place the circle into a box. The box needs to be the size of the diameter. And when we draw this circle in isometric, we start off by drawing the box. We find the midpoints, and then we find the 4 centers of the curves. So step 1, let's get into it. I'm going to have a depth of 80. So I can draw that straight away. Lightly draw your lines going up because you don't know how long to make them. My box is going to be 52. So as accurately as possible, you measure 52 millimeters. Measure 52 going up. Always check for accuracy. I'm going to draw my lines a bit darker so that you can see them. But these are actually just very, very light lines. Once you have drawn these lines, the following lines can be erased, but nothing gets erased inside your box. You need all of the measurements. We're going to find our halfway mark. We are going to draw a center line, so it's a long, short, long, short, long line. And halfway mark. Long, short, long, short, long. We in fact have already found the first 2 centers. I'm going to put a plus sign here. I'm going to make these center points a little bit darker. This is going to help you visualize and remember where you place your compass point. And you'll notice that these curves are larger. So I place my compass point here. Open it to the center line, measure it up, and draw it in. Do the same for the bottom, measure it up, and draw it in. You will notice that if you have worked accurately, it is going to touch the sides. The next 2 centers that we need to find, we take a 60-degree set square, and you're drawing a line from your center point to the center line, and you do the same this side from that center point up to that center line there, and where it intersects, this over here and over here, that is your center for the 2 small curves. You can simply Right. We now have to do the back curve. We do exactly the same construction again. Find the center of this box. Just make sure your work is accurate. 26. Long, short, long line. Now just to go over these points, we are finding the center point over here for the large curve. So over here would be the center point for the opposite curve. And you'll notice that in line, this point over here, 80 millimeters back, you'll find the exact same midpoint for your other two curves. Right, now some of these lines are going to be in solid and some of them are going to be in hidden detail. Now when I have a look at this curve over here, I only see the outside edge, and the inside edge of this circle is in fact hidden detail. To know exactly where it crosses over from solid to hidden detail, we look at our point of contact. Where this line intersects this line over here, we call this line our point of contact. Over here and here. And when we draw our curve, going back here, this line will stop at our point of contact over here and over here. We use this bottom curve for the top arc. So 80 millimeters away, if you have a look here, we do the same curve this curve over here we used for this curve, and I go and I measure 80 millimeters away, which is the depth or the length of this. 80 millimeters away will take me to this curve here. So I'm using the same curve and I can draw this in. Remember I said anything beyond this line is now going to be hidden detail. This curve over here, 80 millimeters. And then finally, this top curve over here, if we use this curve to get this one, we're going to mirror that at the back, so 80 millimeters back, we're going to find this curve here, and we're going to draw in a hidden detail. And that is how it's complete. Drawing number 2. So try as far as possible to make sure that your corners touch at each place. Make sure that you show your points of contact by drawing vertical and 30-degree lines. It's a 4-center method, so you need to show those 4 centers and make sure that you remember to draw in your center lines. Thank you for watching, and keep those pencils sharp.